Hello, welcome to Triple B Big Blue Banter, where students at the University of Kentucky keep you up to date with everything UK sports. I'm Dotun Sola Adeyemi.
And I'm Aiden Paris. As basketball season rolls around, Kentucky head coach John Calipari took the stage at SEC Media Days being held in Birmingham, Alabama. He addressed how the team has looked so far in practice and says that everyone on the team, freshman to graduate level, all of the players have come in ready to work and get better.
Well, we got some good veterans that have really gotten better. We've got a good group of young players that I'm excited about, and they've got great attitudes. They got a toughness to them. The biggest issue you have with young guys a lot of times is they don't understand that dogs stand out. If you got some dog in you. And this team, our practices have been competitive. The reality of it is we had a good group coming in. The guys that we got late, and I say late, were good players and were adding to our team, both of them. Ugo's a little bit behind Aaron because of the timing.
Kentucky fans can get a chance to see the team for the annual Blue-White game this Saturday in Truist Arena on the campus on Northern Kentucky University. The game tips off at 6 p.m.
The UK volleyball team is ending their season right now, and Izani Taylor has been enjoying her last season with the Cats. Molly Demro has more on the game, back for a fifth.
Izani Taylor is on the University of Kentucky volleyball team and has surely made her mark on this program. Last year on Senior Day, she announced that she would be returning for a 5th year, which left her and UK volleyball fans very excited.
I love this program and this place and this university so much, and so it wasn't that hard of a decision to make when it was offered to me. So an extra year of schooling and to play this sport again at this level has been a lot of fun, and so I have a bunch of freshmen on my team now that I get to kind of lead the way and show them what it's like to be a Kentucky volleyball player, and so it's been really awesome.
Taylor says this season is unique. They have a new coach and a new system, which took some getting used to. She says she is hoping this ends in a championship come December. But so far in the season, the best part has been beating rival Tennessee.
The highlight of the season was probably sweeping Tennessee a couple days ago, top 10 team, and I feel like that was the first game where we played really clean. That was the first game we played our best volleyball, and so it was really exciting to see us put it all together, and hopefully we just keep building from there. It's been really awesome to play in Rupp, to play in an environment that big in such a storied arena. It's really different than Memorial. I feel like Memorial you can kind of pack it and feel really intimate and close to the crowd, and Rupp people are a little bit further away, but it's been a lot of fun, a different environment, and to be in there with all those fans has been really fun.
If you want to watch Taylor and her teammates this season at Rupp Arena, they take on Mississippi State tomorrow, Friday the 20th at 7 p.m. I'm Molly Demro with Big Blue Banter.
In another week's edition of Betting Banter, here's our analyst Aaron Benjamin with his picks for the weekend.
Hey folks, welcome back to Betting Banter. I'm Aaron Benjamin. Today, I'll break down the best bets for your weekend. All bets are brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbooks. First, I have the Phillies to cover 1.5 runs against the Diamondbacks. Philly has been winning and mashing home runs, so this is a good bet even on the road. Second, I have number 7 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions and number 3 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes to hit the over 45.5. These two teams are two of the best in the Big Ten and in the entire country, so 46 points should be a breeze for these two Big Ten powerhouses. Third, I've got the Detroit Lions to cover +3 against the Baltimore Ravens. Lions have now won 4 straight games. It did not let me down last week with the win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 20-6. Fourth, I have the Miami Dolphins to cover +2.5 points against the Philadelphia Eagles. These are two of the top teams in the NFL. The Eagles, however, are coming off a shocking loss to the New York Jets. Dolphins are winners of two out of the last 3 and are coming off a convincing win against the Carolina Panthers. Look for them to cover. Last, I have the Saints to cover -2.5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars tonight on Thursday Night Football. Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence may not play for Jacksonville, but even if he does, he will not be 100%. So give me the Saints at home. That's all for this week's edition of Betting Banter. Remember, folks, these are just opinions, not assurances. Bet responsibly. Aiden and Dontan, back to you.
You're looking for some fun? There is a hidden gem in Club Dodgeball here at UK. Here's Seth Martin with more on the fun.
The day was winding down on a chilly Tuesday night, but things were just getting started at the Johnson Student Recreation Center. Players strolled in one by one, all ready to play some dodgeball. Kentucky Club Dodgeball is one of 40-plus club sports here at the university, and just like every other one, it serves its own unique experience. While some sports can be daunting or require some type of expertise in the field, this club has one main goal: to have fun.
I would say this is a place you can release whatever anger you have going on. You can hit whatever goofballs are trying to goof off behind you. It's a good release, and it's a great exercise. I'm drenched in sweat. But the community out here, it's really good. We're really nice. We're all friendly and try to include anyone and everyone, male, female, any ability, any skill level, all inclusive. And we try to expand out to the whole university as much as we can.
It's so far just practices here. They've had tournaments elsewhere, but I just come as I go. It doesn't have just players in it. It has whoever wants to join as well. No pressure, you just come here and you have fun.
While yes, most practices are laid back in a fun environment, there may be some bigger things on the horizon. Members of the club are looking forward to a potential opportunity to play in some tournaments against other schools across the nation.
So it's a competitive, and there's like an NCDA competitive side of this. So we used to go and travel to different schools and stuff. There used to be a nationals at the end of the year. So we're just trying to build that back up, hope we can bring a team to some of these tournaments this year.
You're able to not only meet other places at UK, other people, but also other people at universities around the nation.
While it may seem daunting, it's an extremely fun time. Next time you're looking for some activity, head on down to the Johnson Center and you won't regret it. Seth Martin, signing off for Big Blue Banter.
If you want to get involved with Club Dodgeball, open practices are held every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 p.m. to midnight at the Johnson Center. You can learn more and how to connect them from their BB Involved page and their Instagram at KY Dodgeball.
Coming up on Big Blue Banter, Aiden Parise and Aaron Benjamin break down Kentucky's loss to Missouri over the weekend. We'll be right back.
Sarah, you've got this, okay? But they lost.
Not really. Not where it counts. Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
The Wildcats now sit at a record of 5-2 at the midway point of the season, with a lot to unpack going into Kentucky's bye week. Here are our analysts Aaron and Aiden with more details and their thoughts in an exclusive Triple B segment, live from the Eye of the Bye.
Hey everyone, I'm Aaron Benjamin, here with Aiden Parise. Welcome to the Eye of the Bye.
With Kentucky now having reached the eye of the storm this season, there's a lot that's been left for the Big Blue Nation to reflect on. We'll be taking a closer look into the Cats' best transfers this year, but first we have some thoughts about last weekend's embarrassing home loss to Missouri.
First, Kentucky looked very unmotivated on Saturday, and that is not the look you want for this program. Relinquishing a 14-0 lead shouldn't be acceptable for this team, especially if it wants to be successful.
Second, another thing that killed the Cats were penalties. UK was penalized 14 times for 122 yards in the game, and many of them killed drives for the Wildcat offense. That has to stop, and Mark Stoops has to drill that penalties are not acceptable, especially personal fouls.
Another thing is, this Kentucky team has got to be better at overcoming adversity. After the fake punt touchdown happened, UK gave up 20 straight points and looked like a completely different team after that. That's got to stop. One of the biggest stories coming out of the woodwork at the beginning of the season for Kentucky was the retooling that Mark Stoops did in the transfer portal.
With the Wildcats on bye this week, we're going to be revisiting and regrading our top 5 Kentucky transfers this season based off of what we've seen so far.
To kick off our transfer portal grade list, we start with Keyshawn Silver. He has 9 total tackles, 4 assists, 4 solo, 1 tackle for loss. The numbers aren't as flashy for Silver, being a guy in the trenches, but rest assured, the former 5-star transfer has been quite literally a large part of Kentucky's front 7 this year. The pair of Keyshawn Silver and Deion Walker at the interior serves as a dominant run-stopping duo. Grade C.
At 4, we're taking Devin Leary. He's recorded almost 1,400 passing yards with 15 total touchdowns, while recording 7 interceptions with only a 54% completion percentage, though he does attempt for 7.1 yards per attempt. Big Blue Nation has yet to see a complete game from Devin Leary. The nation's top transfer quarterback heading into the season has shown flashes, sporadically connecting with some of the SEC's best young receivers, even despite their own struggles with drops. But his inconsistency is glaring. He struggles similarly to the way Will Levis did last year in a stagnant Rich Scangarello-led offense. The return of Liam Cohen this offseason provided a much better system for a top transfer to overtake, but the Cats rank dead last in offensive pace, according to FBS, and while there is still time for improvement, it's safe to say he hasn't lived up to the hype. And for that, we give him a C+ grade.
Third is Marquez Cox. At the anchor of the offensive line, left tackle Marquez Cox has quietly had a very good season. On an island by himself, Cox has an allowed pressure rate of only 3.72 on the year and has been a dominant run blocker in one of the SEC's best rush attacks. Grade B.
Coming in at number 2 is Alex Rayner, who shot 27 for 28 from PATs this year and is perfect at 100% from field goals. As a kicker, there isn't as much to fill out the stat sheet compared to the other transfers on the list, but Alex Rayner has been nothing short of exceptional. Kentucky's past struggles with kickers and special teams overall makes him a hot commodity for the Wildcats, especially in close games. Rayner simply makes it rain, and for that, we're giving him an A grade.
Last, Ray Davis. He's had 111 carries, 7 yards per catch, 15 receptions, 12.9 yards per reception, 974 all-purpose yards, 781 rushing, 193 receiving, 13 total touchdowns. He was voted the AP midseason All-American team on Wednesday. Ray Davis has easily been the best player on either side of the field this season by a wide margin. His raw numbers speak for themselves, but his efficiency with the ball is what sets him apart. He checks every box for a running back, and if you've had the pleasure to watch him play, it should be no surprise to hear his name called on Sundays very soon. We give him an A+. And that's all for your football bye week check-in. Now, with the NBA season set to tip off next Tuesday, we take a look at the latest set of Wildcats who had their names called by the commissioner in June. Doten has more on this over at the desk.
With former Kentucky point guard Cason Wallace being selected with the 10th pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Wildcats now boast the highest number of lottery picks since 2010. Forward Chris Livingston was also selected by a late second-round pick to the Milwaukee Bucks, taking the total number of former UK players in the league to a league-leading 24 players. Kentucky and Duke both separate themselves from the rest of the pack, with the Blue Devils boasting an impressive 23 current NBA players, almost double the next closest in UCLA, who currently have 12 representatives.
Ball story started her freshman
Next on Triple B, a female kicker is breaking down barbers on the field. We'll be right back.
black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
An inspiring story out of Jacksonville features another female athlete breaking down barriers in the sports world. Here's Bradley Davis with more.
There was a reason they asked me to do it. I honestly feel like no one's truly seen what I can do.
Before breaking the internet as the first woman to ever play for a D1 HBCU, Leilani Armenta has been kicking for almost as long as she could walk.
I started soccer when I was 5. So, I mean, this has been a life goal of mine.
Her football story started her freshman year of high school with a coach who believed in her.
It's like, oh, you're interested in kicking? And I was like, well, I mean, I guess. And he's like, okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Her freshman year of college, it was the same story and a different coach.
TC Taylor was very, very supportive.
Armenta earned Taylor's support. She made 98 out of 105 extra points in her high school career. And yes, she did the other thing too.
You did do kickoffs in high school.
I did,
right?
and yes. And I had 2 touchbacks in high school. I didn't know what I was doing, yeah.
So you can.
Yes, I can kick long, yeah.
Armenta was a conference first-team kicker her junior season, beating out a player who went on to kick collegiately at the University of Berkeley. But on the soccer field before her senior year, she had an injury that almost derailed her in both her favorite sports.
And when I was there at the showcase, I ended up tearing my right ACL. And I felt like after that, like my world just kind of collapsed.
After a football season played on her torn ACL, Armenta gets her surgery. Back to no kicking and no walking.
In the back of my head was like, well, am I going to be good enough? Am I going to be the same player? When I was healed and got that final clearance from my surgeon, I was like, I've worked so hard to get back to where I was that I'm not going to just throw the talent that I had away.
So just 9 months post-surgery, 9 months of no kicking. She did what every football player is expected to do when the team calls.
My back was against the wall.
She stepped up.
We were trying to pooch it. We were trying to have them fair catch it, or even our team grab it. I don't know if you saw how the ball bounced. We could have, we wanted to recover, but it didn't happen. But I feel like weather would have been.
I'll tell you what, Doden, there's nothing like a heartwarming story like that empowers people to get you rolling into the weekend.
All right, 98 out of 105 field goals. Hey, I'll take that any day.
That is all of your Big Blue Banter for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next Thursday. Have a great night.